Good morning. So this is something that was not supposed to happen. The objective of our trade war with China and all the tariffs and import bans is to reduce exports from China. It's to give our own manufacturing sector some breathing room by raising the cost of buying from China, and then we can compete better. Reshoring means that we're bringing manufacturing back from China to the United States. We're hoping for that. Friendshoring and nearshoring were secondary objectives. Friendshoring means taking factory production and moving them to a more friendly country. Nearshoring means it's going to a nearby country. That was what was supposed to be happening by now. We and our allies were supposed to get a booming, revitalized factory sector while China shrinks away. What we got instead was the opposite. This is a 20-foot shipping container. In logistics, we refer to it as a TEU, or a 20-foot equivalent unit. Sometimes they're bigger or they're sized differently, but we still measure global trade volumes by TEUs. In July, 2.5 million TEUs arrived in US ports, which is the third highest total ever. Imports from China did hit a record high. The full report is here from Descartes, and 2024 July was an increase of 11.2% from the month before. And US imports from China were 1,022,000 TEUs, breaking a record that was set 2 years ago for shipments from China. Chinese imports in July showed a 14.7% increase over June and about a 20% increase from a year ago. So container traffic to US ports are up 11.2% overall month to month, but China was more than that at 14.7%. Global supply chains are still stretched because of the Middle East problems, and the Houthis are still making most of the ships go around. There are labor disputes at some US ports, and it's taking a while to get Baltimore back online after the bridge collapse there. This chart is for overall US container traffic in million TEUs, with the light blue line for 2024, third highest ever for July. This is the relative TEU import volume data, with China in red and the US total in blue. So the fact that the red and blue lines are converging here means that all the growth in US port traffic is coming from China. That blows up the friendshoring narrative that Washington was hoping for. Here are the shipping increases by country and by percentage. This is a trailing 12-month measure, so there's a data lag compared to the line chart. The biggest percentage mover on the list is Germany, with 11,337 more containers to the United States compared to last July. But their base number is a gain of 11,337 TEUs. In that time, China has grown 12 times faster, over 131,000. I am in Qingdao. Qingdao port is the 5th busiest container port in the world, and it's right on the other side of that big hill right there. I can come down to this beach anytime and see dozens of container ships lined up to go around the bend there to make their way into Qingdao port to be loaded and then sent out to the rest of the world. All day long, all night long, all year long. That whole district over there used to be a fishing village. This photo is from 1987, and you can see the cluster of fishing boats there at the bottom. 1987 was not that long ago, and fast forward to now, Qingdao shipped 30 million of these TEUs last year, 2023. The Port of LA is the US's busiest port. They handled 7.8 million TEUs. New York did 7.1 million. If you're not Chinese, it's okay to admit that you've never heard of Qingdao Port before, but now you know Qingdao Port does 4 times the volume that New York City does. The top 3, LA, New York, New Jersey, Long Beach, add them all up, and that's what they're doing right over there. Where is Florida? Miami, 1.09 million TEUs. Qingdao is 30 Miamis. This is the container port of Qingdao. Be good.